Uh, Thank you for that. I didn't realize my mic. I wasn't checking my levels. My mic was muted, apparently, or my mic was defaulted. So thank you for that.
I will wait for you to be better.
My bad. I thought that I was commentating over the whole draft. I was like breaking. I was breaking it down, but no one could hear. That's so unfortunate. Or or whatnot. But anyways, the first draft didn't get to work because they didn't because Crystal's card didn't have their roles correct, which would probably mess up their lane quests if I had to guess, because I'm guessing that that's how that works. But thank you, Fairy Dust, for asking if there was audio issues. But yeah, I was gonna play LOL. I was thinking we could do LOL now. I don't know if there's a lot of people in the chat. I want to wait until there's like more people, so that way we can have like more interaction between like that way it's not just me guessing it and then all of a sudden we get to game two and everyone's here and no one's and then we've already done it. So I think for now I'll just wait until I see if there's more people, or we can just do or I can just play it between games one and or I can just play it before game two. I don't have any highlight system going on for the game. Um, so I can't just like go back. I won't be able to go back and have all that stuff. But regardless, I'm excited. I haven't casted any Hextech this season, and so now this will be my first time watching. We're gonna have about probably a 2:45 ish, about 2 minute 45 second ish delay. So we'll just we'll go back and we can look at the draft. So we can see that it was a B1 Jinx, and Twitch Lulu. So the bot lane's picked right away. Then they literally were in order of how they were picked. That's crazy. That's so funny. That Crystal Scar's picks are literally in order that they were actually picked like in the draft. That usually doesn't happen, and you see from the other side that it's just not the case. Or I see on the other side it's just not the case. They're like, because Mundo is first, and then Garen, like, and the Lulu is last because they joined last. All right. We got about a minute and a half left on the whatever it's called on the spectator delay. I think what I'll do, I don't know how to figure this out because I feel like now if I do just immediately fast forward, I'm gonna immediately skip like the first 55 seconds. I mean, they don't really matter too much, but if I can put myself ahead, then I can be kind of help them get quicker through the games. Like that way, the few seconds that I'm back, I guess it doesn't necessarily matter, but we'll just do it on whatever time. And maybe if there's a time where I can speed up where they're not doing anything in the game, then I can do that. But Early game's pretty important to keep track of and see if anybody tries anything level 1, level 2-ish, like before we actually get to the camps. Like who's gonna be looking for vision to see where the junglers are and stuff, you know? Okay. Getting into game now. I'll wait for my I'll wait for the game to load up. But I'm gonna do a skin check. Choo Choo Orin. Oh well, they got right into the game immediately, so all good. Ontario going mid here to just kind of throw some poke down. Meanwhile, the Ornn is out trying to get a ward down for them to see where the Mundo starts. Looks like we're gonna have an opposite. Looks like Jarvan's gonna do a chicken start. Let me turn this off so it's not gonna potentially come through twice. Then I need to move the Booze Bash chat over here so we can see it. So I can see it on my screen. But the Garen getting a lot of damage down early. No other lanes really having much pressure. Garen here at level 2 actually could have potential kill pressure on the Ornn. So Chase is E-subbing in for Crystal Scar this set. So it'll be pretty interesting to see how it goes. I do know he has decent experience playing top lane. And Ornn is just a decent enough neutralizing pick. But Garen definitely has chances like later on, like earlier in the game to like take advantage of Ornn just kind of being a bit weaker. Now, Ornn does have great trade potential. Ornn has really good, like, kind of longer, kind of has decent enough long trade. Ooh, that Lux has got Dane's. The Malzahar was flirting with death with that. Lux almost got a punish and got first blood off of it. But overall, both junglers are done with their clears now. Mundo is on Crab already before it, like right as it spawns, and Jarvan's just about to get there himself. So an excellent clear from the Mundo, which will allow him to potentially contest this Crab. He's not gonna get it. So at this point probably just take a quick back. The Jarvan's coming in here on the Garen, probably gonna be forced to flash if I had to guess. He's gonna opt to not burn his flash yet. Flash there. Late flash, that was fine. But Ontario is getting good pressure apply here with the Lulu onto the Jinx Milio lane. Good route, but Malzahar will come out on top in the trade. Overall, Garen's just gonna play safe for now for a little bit without his flash. Ornn could potentially. Oh, we're ganking the mid lane with Twitch. Good flash by the Malzahar. Still gonna take a ton of damage here. I don't know if Twitch can get the kill here. Oh, we're going to flash in. We are absolutely going to expunge for this kill. First blood goes to Ontario Beetle. And Lulu playing safe here. Gets the shield off. Wow, so much tower shots taken Ontario. Maybe going to be able to actually come in here and sneak up. Oh, yeah, this is a dead Milio. Absolutely. Polymorph, everything coming out. The E comes out. Just the heal was just enough. Heal flash used on Milio. Really This Twitch is getting a small little lead to start the game. Across the map, the early gold is favoring Ionia here. But we're getting a gank in from the Jarvan, and now, oh my gosh, Twitch is playing this so sneaky, but he's just kind of behind him. Lulu's gonna get out alive, but did flash. Lulu did have to flash there. But Twitch, I thought Twitch was just gonna walk out, was just literally gonna walk into Tribrush and recall, but he played it kind of on the edge of the point where, like, maybe he could have gone in on the Milio. Lux is playing very aggro here against the Malzahar. The Dr. Mundo is here. Jarvan's gonna get out. Dr. Mundo is a couple of camps ahead now. A whole side of the jungle ahead. But Malzahar here not having 6 means he can't quite get the kill. But Lux is very low without a potion. Does have... If Malzahar ticks here, this could be really bad. He needs to be... The Lux needs to play very careful here. Ooh, no flash though. Can't get the auto. So Malzahar is going to be forced to back. Almost a kill. Almost a kill both ways, I feel like. I don't know where Malzahar's XP is at this point. He's quite behind in XP because of dying. Twitch coming back to lane. Probably both bot lanes going to be pretty close here. This should be 6. On this camp should be 6 for the jungle for Dr. Mundo. Jarvan's going to need probably an extra camp. Probably going to need 1 extra camp after this crab. We're no ignite yet from the Garen. Garen, maybe another rotation of spells can go for the kill here. Jarvan's backing, so... Oh no, Jarvan's gonna gank. Jarvan's looking top. Garen just needs to run. You didn't land. He's gonna get very CC'd, and kill is gonna go to the Ornn. Meanwhile, Twitch and Lulu trying to poke the Jinx, but actually getting turned around on by the Jinx Milio. As the zaps were dealing quite a lot of damage. Dr. Mundo coming in here with 6. Just gonna take that and probably eye up going for the Drake here. Twitch is level 6, so that's a big advantage having Twitch's ultimate with Lulu to keep him from dying. And oh, we're gonna get a gank here. Twitch ult comes out. Milio uses ultimate, but this should just be a death. Milio goes down. Ontario Beetle gets the kill. Lux was rotating down. Did use ultimate. Did not. I don't believe clipped, and maybe got some damage enough to actually get a little kill participation here. Silence, but all you need is the auto there to do the damage. Doing a great job with spacing on this Lux. This Malzahar is getting so low. One more hit from the Mundo here should just be able to take the kill. Dr. Mundo getting on the board here. Lux with the great assist to line that up. Now we do see Malzahar with the early heal cut against the Jungle Mundo. This, in theory, should just be going over uncontested to Ionia, but maybe Synopsis wants to try and go over. He will have vision, but he will get the smite as well. That's fine. He's forced to actually flash out. Ornn is very tanky, but eventually Garen will just be able to get through him. He's trying to get him slowly but surely with get him on the kind of longer trades actually. Ornn's short trade is a little bit better with if he can get like a knock up and a brittle proc. So Twitch is going to come in here, and I think Milio's just going to go down here. This is not good for Milio. Jinx is going to hit a zap, but I think the Twitch E should be enough. Oh, now we're going to potentially turn back onto the Jinx. Just going to stealth around and just go for farm, though. Jinx is ahead in farm, but Twitch is 3-0. So that's a lot of... That is a decent gold lead of about 800. Not quite 1,000. Overall, game sitting about 2,000 gold lead. Overall. But Chase holding his own really well here. Against the Garen. Soon enough, Garen will just be a bit too much, probably, and be able to take enough short trades. Lulu, just in a very precarious position, playing it very far up. Ooh, great ult from the Malzahar is going to set up the Lux. Great flash by the Lux. Will not go down either. Huge. The Faded Ashes did not proc anything there. Ooh, the Jinx ult barely missed. Just grazed the Lux. Just grazed past. Didn't actually hit. Just barely missed. I shouldn't say grazed. Garen's going to have to leave here. Gets knocked up. Garen's going to get knocked up again. But Dr. Mundo's actually here. Can kind of potentially turn this around. Especially onto Synopses. The Ornal is going to probably seal the Garen's fate to go down here. But Lux has teleported. Lux is going to try and do a lot of damage here. Oh, does actually connect onto Malzahar with the E. Overall, oop. Twitch ult comes out again. Man, we're just doing a lot of damage here with the Twitch. Just trying to poke out the Jinx, get her out of the lane, and allow Twitch to have a little bit of farming time on his own. Garen is getting closer to his, what looks like a black cleaver or a, probably not cleaver start. I wish I knew his build. I think it's typically Stride Breaker, so I think this is Stride Breaker, for Garen. Oh, we're gonna stop the Milio's back. That was really smart. Really good play by the Dr. Mundo here. Probably should just be Milio going down over time. Huge Heart Steal proc. Does have to flash away. Milio flash, but that's gonna be a plate for the Twitch. And 1:40 until Dragon. Void Grubs were taken in the process by Crystal Scar, because they've been playing on the top side more. They've been playing more top side of the map focused. And a lot of the damage and stuff. A lot of the lead is more sitting in the bot lane. So realistically, you want to be playing. If you're Dr. Mudo, you maybe want to try and be paying good attention to your Twitch gonna do a good job staying away and stepping up. Great kill. That was really well played, and knowing that he doesn't actually have to step backwards, he can just kind of step away, step sideways. Garen actually taking a lot of damage here. And a lot of it just because of the autos coming in with... Oop. They are going all out for this Twitch. Twitch's Malzahar ulted up. Twitch was flag and drag. Lulu is in a bad spot now. Probably also going to go down. Lux. Oh, Cataclysm used does go a double kill the way of Malzahar. So a good shutdown that went to the way of the Malzahar going onto the Twitch. So Malzahar's now a little bit ahead, but the Twitch is still decent. The Twitch still has the advantage with the 3 kills. He's most of the lead. Oh man, Garen coming in here, level 11, forcing the flash. The Ornn didn't probably actually have to flash. But no one else on his team is really close. Lux potentially could go for a snipe here for it, but didn't end up going for it. In my head, that second smite is always 900, and I forget that it's actually 1000. So 963 smite, easy peasy for the J4. 2 dragons early over, or 2 dragons over to Crystal Scar. But they're taking a lot of turret plates, and they're really working towards stuff like this. Man, we are just letting Twitch just fly out with his ultimate. He's just getting Lulu's shield and just going. But Jarvan's here, actually here again. Twitch probably can get out. Yeah, I mean with the shields, we got the Lux teleport coming in. If anything, Synopsis might have gone into too deep on the Twitch, but we do have Lux coming in here. Does get the flash onto the Milio, but Milio just uses his ultimate, but it doesn't really actually matter here. Dr. Mundo's going to be going on to the Malzahar here. This is going to be not a very tough task overall. Mundo was eventually just taking so much time. Wow! Huge kill for the Lux, getting 2 there. Synopsis is playing so close to the tower. Ontario Beetle not quite able to take the tower here, but the Lux will tank a tower shot and get it. So first tower going to the side of Ionia. Some nice gold in their pockets. The Lux getting 2 kills there as well, getting her on the board and in the kill department, getting her some components. Garen's got to be so close with his flash. He might actually be able to flash kill this, but he ends up not going for it. He does have his Stride Breaker now. He needs to watch out for Ornn being able to dash in on him though. Ornn is close to execute range, if honestly. He is. Yeah, I think he has it. Yeah, there it is. Garen with a beautiful Demacian Justice, able to get the kill onto the Ornn in top lane. Meanwhile, Twitch and Lulu have rotated to the mid lane. And we'll probably start seeing some lane assignments changing here. Lux and Malzahar are probably just moving to side lanes. Really nice little Rift Herald there. It'll get the tower, but won't go any further. Twitch is stealthing here. Could actually catch the J4 out here. Good use of the Dr. Mundo ultimate, and just gonna use it to get a Heartsteel proc. Honestly, really good. I really like that usage of getting the Heartsteel proc. It was very pretty much non-committal onto the J4 because he can just leave at any moment because he's got his tier 2 ultimate. Yeah. Ooh, Lulu getting a bit caught out here. Probably just using her ultimate. Wow, so much healing. Garen can probably actually almost go in there. Yeah, ends up going down here, but I do think that this should be almost a return kill. But Ornn saving his Jarvan from getting taken out by the Garen. Lux is just gonna be able to. Wow, one combo kills the Milio. That's so much damage from the Lux. That is Luden's plus Hextech Alternator proccing pretty much at the same time. Absolutely massive damage from Lux. Malzahar is playing so far back now because he can't really step up and risk getting comboed by the Lux. Although Lux is down for another, like, I don't know, like 10-20 seconds. Oh, Twitch caught out by the Jarvan, but is just going to be forced to flash out. Jinx Rocket does get the kill. So, no shutdown though, but good kill for the Jinx, gets her on the board. We do appreciate a good calculated gift to Jinx. Now the ornaments are going to start coming in here very soon. Ornn is being at 13, has his first ornament onto his Sunfire Aegis. Twitch at 2 full items already. And has his boots. Jinx. I don't think Jinx has her boots yet, to be honest. I think Jinx is really close to her boots. I would guess that Jinx has her completed quest, but just never bought boots. Yeah, so I like that. I like that the Twitch is just staying stealth and just kind of making it difficult. Wow, I mean actually just Jarvan's taking so much damage there. We're gonna see Garen going in. This should potentially just have been somebody going down, but fortunately, oh, Jinx gets caught out. Jinx is gonna get hit down, and Lux will claim that one. Two teams, 10 biggies is getting run down by the Dr. Mundo. Gonna not get the silence on the Dr. Mundo, and Lux will take that one. 5-0-2 now for Lord GVH on the Lux. Ionia doing a great job with taking calculated fights where they know they can just run them down. Oran's going to take the ult here. Choo-choo. Going to go onto the Lux. The Lux and Lulu are just going to go away. Ooh, Garen's going in a bit early on his own, but Synopsis misses ultimate and is going to get instantly punished. Kill goes to the Garen there. Garen's just getting so much shields from the Lulu and shields from his W. We're going for Baron. Sevelin gets it. Going to turn. Hits the Ornn. I don't know if we should keep fighting. I think they just need to get out. No ultimate on the Dr. Mundo means he cannot fight this, because he would just get caught out completely and killed. But Baron buff now on the side of Ionia. Great job playing around, just playing around, having the Twitch be damaging on the Baron with the Garen, or with the Dr. Mundo, and the Lux and the Garen knowing that they can fight off the other players on the team, just playing defense. Really well played. Oh my gosh. Hey, direct the camera. We're gonna let it sit. We're not gonna bother. We're all good. Oh, Malzahar's kind of caught out here. Just gonna have his Malzahar will just have his spell shield drop. Wow, Jinx forced a flash by Twitch. That was actually super needed. I think he would have got. I think it would have just kept tapping, and that would have ended up being Jinx going down to the E. Synopses with the Eclipse Profane Hydra on the Jarvan. I'm not so sure that this is the type of Jarvan that we need this game. I'm wondering if maybe perhaps a more like Sundered Sky-based variant of Jarvan would be better, but I'm not sure. I don't know that much about Jarvan, but wow! Jinx almost taken down by a singular Lux combo, but the Milio healing is enough. Meanwhile, we're looking at the bot lane tier 2 now. With Garen. Oop, Sevelin's gonna have his passive removed by Milio, but we'll just get it back. Ornn is underneath the tower. Does flash away. I'm not sure he actually had to flash away because they're just playing with the cannon minion here. All they have to do here is just keep playing with the cannon, and eventually the tower will fall. And they don't even have to take a fight here. If anything, it's probably better if they just try to if they back and try to rotate top lane from here, to be honest. Top lane, they literally do not have tier 1 taken in top side, and they have both of the tier 2s in mid. So I think from here, I would expect to see them starting to work towards a top side play. But dragging up in a minute means that they're going to want to be there. That would be second Mountain Dragon for them, which will be very strong for this team. With Twitch and with Dr. Mundo, that's very strong. And Garen can work his way. Garen can teleport if needed. Looks like Malzahar is going to go up to Baron Pit. Doesn't quite see the pink ward. He's going to probably try and contest Garen taking this tower, but it's not really going to be needed. Garen's just going to take the whole wave really quickly. Malzahar's just going to back away. So either way, we're probably going to see Malzahar and Garen teleporting in if they're called. Ornn kind of caught out here by the Lux. Also going to get glassed on, but Lulu is actually completely caught out here. Ornn ulti comes out. Lulu's already down. Dr. Mundo hasn't quite ulted yet. Doesn't need to ult yet. Wow. Lux ultimate does get the kill. Ontario Beetle's going to go down to the Malzahar. But it's a complete route otherwise. It's the bot lane 4-4. The only person left alive is the J4. Now we have to watch. They should keep somebody on defense to make sure that Jarvan cannot... Because Jarvan has a ton of damage. Lots of abilities miss there. But I don't think these Garen abilities will miss if they land. The Lux flashing the flag and drag. Meanwhile, the rest of the team... Meanwhile, Dr. Mundo's just soloing the Drake, which is exactly what he has to do. Garen gonna stride breaker, but flag and drag's gonna get him away. Or now with a full thorn mat. Or now with a full thorn mail, but that's not gonna stop him from taking damage from the Lux. Lux is gonna be doing so much damage to him. Wow. Maybe Dr. Mundo, Garen, and Twitch won't be doing like that much overall. They'll be able, I think Twitch will just be able to do just kind of fine into it. Especially if he has Lulu sitting on him to give him shielding and everything like that. Wow, that's Jarvan almost completely blown up, but gonna get the flag and drag out, because the route from the Lux is not that long. But we're signaling. So Garen's just working. Garen's just gonna keep working on that top side. Orin will probably match. Here. I would look for the rest of the team to go 4-1 here, probably. Maybe be looking to apply pressure in mid lane, so that way they're not just an easy rotation. They do, in my opinion, need to just keep presence. They don't need to be fighting, but they need to be applying pressure. Ooh, Jinx completely caught out. Gonna go down to the Twitch. Jarvan's gonna go down. Milio's very low. Milio goes down to the Lux ultimate as he got caught on the inhibitor trying to sidestep. And this should be not quite inhibitor tower, not quite inhib tower, not quite. Malzahar and Orin can do really good clearing, but they're applying really good pressure, and that should allow Garen to take top tower. Garen should be pretty much freely uncontested on this tower. And there it is. Now we're going to turn on to Baron. Second Baron is going to go down here. About a 10k gold lead, and they are methodically working at closing the game. Orin is getting strong, and their ornaments are coming in. Everybody but Milio has their Orn item. And Milio should be next. We are going to see mid lane fall. That is the second tower taken by Crystal Scar. So that was a good objective bounty. It doesn't really move the needle too much, but towers are giving 500 gold split across the team for the first towers. Really, the big one is if they can get a tier 2. But they're doing, we're seeing a really good job here, like invading jungle, staying together. Garen's kind of caught out here. This should signal that they can actually fight in the mid lane. Garen's doing such a great job here. He's not going to get the kill though. He's going to get taken down before he can. He's going to get shut down before he can actually do enough here. And Malzahar's wave clear is so strong. Twitch is just trying to not get Malzahar ulted. He does get suppressed, but he gets beautified. So this should just be a turnaround. Instantly, Malzahar gets wiped. Jinx gets instantly wiped. Milio not long for the rift. Nah, he's going to actually walk away, I thought for sure. But Sevelin not quite able to land the damage necessary. Lord GVA's jumped on. But Polymorph, Lux shielding really strong here. Gonna get run down by the Dr. Mundo. Kill does go to Sevelin. And now they just got the big chunky Orn to deal with. Milio at full health. Malzahar and Jinx spawning soon. But doing a great job at just chunking, getting his tower chunk. That's a really big break. Chase on the Orn is in such a bad, was just doing his best, and it just was not quite enough there. Can the Jinx find some damage to maybe get a potential reset? He cannot. This Dr. Mundo at 16. The ult from Dr. Mundo can get super low, and he'll be very much getting up to full health super quick. As Dr. Muno's ultimate at level 16 is insane. The Lux hasn't died this game, which is actually quite incredible. Gonna catch the Malzahar out here, but the Jinx Chompers stop Garen, and actually Garen takes a lot of damage from Malzahar here. Ontario Beetle is staying just out of range. Twitch ult comes down. Malzahar goes out, but the kill goes to the Lulu. First kill for the Lulu. Let's go. But looking here, the Lux is almost full build. Has not even completed off Darksteel yet. Milio goes down here. Garen just gonna walk away from the Jinx. Does just one shot the just pretty much one rotation the Milio, not even including a ultimate. So Garen still has ult here. So he might be looking to use that on somebody at some point. They're huddled up around bot lane when I wonder if they should just be trying to end here. I think they're gonna have everyone rotate around. Lux is going mid. Ontario's gonna take gonna be taking the Krugs. I wonder if... Oh, wow, Malzahar taking so much damage from that one Lux ability. Wow, actually just gets fully taken out. A 10-stack Dark Steel, but Lux... I'm surprised Lux hasn't gotten a Morello Nomicon yet. Not a Morello, I'm so sorry. I'm surprised that Lux hasn't upgraded Dark Steel at this point. But maybe didn't want to risk like losing stacks, and then all of a sudden it's not really worth it. Wow, Synopsis just taking so much damage. Twitch also ultimate ulted by the Lulu, but Jinx can maybe get something going here. Does, but goes down to Sevelin. Lux doing a lot of damage. Garen playing here. Garen's taking the tower. This is very slow and methodical, which is absolutely fine. They don't really want to throw here, but Ontario Beetle going down, not the best thing. They can't, probably means they can't 100% end here, and they have to play for next Baron in a minute. Which means this gives Crystal Scar a chance to potentially get a steal, potentially have something happen where that last fight where the Twitch was just caught out by the Ornn ultimate. Even with the Lulu was just because Jinx at 3 items now. Jinx will be doing quite a lot of damage. Obviously not as much damage as Twitch, but will be doing enough where if Jinx can just outrange the Twitch and stay out of his ultimate, that the Jinx can just do enough. Good prediction, not quite where the Jarvan went, but Lux ultimate on such a low cooldown at this point that it's not really a big issue to throw out ultimate. Like if Lux can ult on cooldown, that would be great for Lux. Gonna take a back here. Gonna complete. I'm just gonna complete the Medjais. I don't know why. I never build Darksteel on anybody because I don't really play Darksteel champions, to be honest. And it's just like not necessarily my style of play. I tend to, but like at the same time, it's a really good build here. 10 stack Medjais on the Lux, who is just one-shotting a lot of characters that she comes in contact with. Yeah, blue team cannot even contest. Ornn is at the tower. Ornn's trying to apply pressure here and take the top tier 1. Probably does take the tower. But this Jinx is in trouble. Wow! That was 3 autos from the Twitch. That was 3 autos from Ontario. This should just be the end. We are going to get the ult back from... We're going to get TP back from the Ornn. Tower's going to go down instantly afterwards. Gets polymorph. Does land it onto the Jinx. Or sorry, onto the Lux. My apologies. Lux is just going to walk backwards. Use her shielding. Lots of shielding. Milio taking unnecessary... getting caught in that Lux E. Gonna do a lot of damage. I think here we should just see them try to end the game, but looks like they're gonna try and play with their food a little bit. Malzahar ulting the Twitch. Gets Alright, everyone goes down here. And we do get the end of the game. Mundo and Garen beating on the Nexus. GG's. Ionia takes game 1. That was a really awesome victory screen. Okay. So let's switch over back to the draft page. Drag this back over here. So I swapped. So Ionia will be on the blue side this game. All right. Game 1 in the books. Just waiting on looks like someone no. We're just doing side swap. That's all. Ontario Beetle switched over. We just need the we just need Ionia's support to move over, and then Crystal Scar will the synopsis will go up. So this is also interesting because I don't really know what to expect in the next games, for sure. Or honestly, from these teams. The only thing I was kind of expecting was the Garen pick if it was left up, and I like that it was picked so early. I will load up LOL for the between the games here. I do have my water and everything. I'm guessing that somebody's using the restroom. Oh, here we go. So it seems like the only locked player on Crystal Scar's team is Chase, who's locked to top lane. Yeah. So we're ready for game 2. Bans are starting. I would expect the bans to be very similar. To prior, we're gonna see a Swain ban. Now, Crystal Scar did lose a ban for the emergency sub. That's why they're not banned. And we're going to see an Anivia ban. Okay, so we're changing up the bans a little bit. To start here, Volibear is going down. Volibear, I think, is a targeted jungle ban, but it could also be towards top lane as well. I mean, he plays jungle and top, but I'm not sure which. I'm not sure between Sevelin and Junkie who's like the Volibear player. and a Vi ban. So gonna make sure that they don't get Vi early in the draft. So we're not gonna see something like a Vi Talia type of comp unfurl here. So let's see what they want to prioritize here on the side of Ionia. You could prio yeah. We're gonna prioritize mid lane and we're gonna prioritize the Oriana. I have a feeling that they're gonna go for a Oriana Nocturne comp, if I'm being honest. Although Crystal Scar can now pick the Nocturne for themselves if they want, if they have a comp to go with it. Now, because Nocturne as a champion is something that you have to play kind of around. Karma support. Okay, I would be surprised if we see an Ezreal here, but I mean, it is a good ADC with Karma. Maybe we're gonna see like a Varus. Like Varus Karma is quite strong too. Caitlyn Karma. Okay, yeah, another decently strong combination. Another good bully, a kind of a bully lane, a bully bot lane comp. There's Nocturne. I would be maybe we see something like Ashe, something that's like not gonna get 100% bullied by Caitlyn in lane. Um, because we know that we're dropping bot lane here. We're dropping something in bot lane here. Whether you're dropping your AD or your support is kind of up to you. It's kind of up to your team. But I would be hard pressed to not see something like an Ashe picked into the Caitlyn. Nothing picked, and we're gonna take Nami. Okay. So with Nami being picked, there's any number of good ADs that go with Nami. Like Lucian is obviously the famous pairing, but you don't really want to pick Lucian. You don't really want to pick Lucian Nami into Caitlyn. It's just not super fun. Like for sure. So let's see how Crystal Scar wants to round out the first three of their comp. Maybe we do see Kennen picked. Okay. So Kennen, I would guess, is going top lane. Smolder Band. Okay, gonna eliminate the super hard scaling Smolder pick. I could see something like Misfortune being pretty good here with Nami too. So maybe we see like Misfortune. I don't think we're gonna get a Lucian ban at all because it's just probably not a realistic pick. But we have top laner up. We have top lane and ADC pick. We're gonna have the Malphite. Okay, so we're looking something that's gonna be miserable into Malphite. There's like a number of top laners that don't like that. Maybe they're thinking like Malphite. Maybe we're thinking this is like Kennen mid. Like maybe for fun player plays Kennen. I don't really know. Like it could be a Kennen mid pick, but it's not Kennen jungle. A Draven pick. It could be Draven. I mean I could see it. Darius band. So we're splitting between top and AD bands. For Crystal Scar, and on the other side we have a top band, and we might just target down another top pick. Or they're saying that we don't want to see Malphite jungle. Maokai, okay. Yeah, they don't really want to see a ton of rooting, which means that they don't want something that can hop on, like that can just instantly be on a immobile AD carry. So to me, this could be lining up something like a Misfortune or even a Draven, like you said, for sure. I don't know Ontario Beatles kind of pool, to be honest. Mordekaiser. So that is probably not a Kennen top. That's gonna be Chase taking Mordekaiser for sure. I know he can play it. And we have we're gonna take Nasus top into Mordekaiser. Okay. Nasus is also good to stop Caitlyn from doing anything. For sure. Alright, so here will be the ADC pick for Ionia, which will round out the comp. It's going to be Vayne. What an interesting pick. I don't know if Vayne's is very good in this game, but if I mean it could just be like an Ontario, it could just be like one of his best champions type of pick. Just comfortability. Um, yeah, this might be a bit of This could be a little bit of a hubris pick. I'm surprised we don't see something like. I guess because they want to go forward, we're gonna have a Zahen. So it is Kennen mid, probably Zahen jungle, Mordekaiser top lane, Caitlyn Karma. Okay, interesting. So they kind of had an idea that Kennen was going mid lane the way they were banning. So it's just gonna be Zahen going jungle with Mord going into the Nasus. Just gonna make sure that everyone is on their teams in their proper lanes. It looks like everybody is. All right. So while they're gonna be drafting, I will put on the Laldl. I will bring up the Laldl and we can play. Okay. Let's go. Let's type a champion. They've had a ton of old champions recently. I'm gonna go Rise. Male middle, not middle, mana, Runeterra, older than 2009. Yay! It's an older champion. Male champion with a mana. Okay, so many champions like that. We can focus in on a lane. Not it's a jungle. Ooh, it's from Freljord or Ionia. Jungle and another role. And it's between 2009 and 2016. Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks. Anyways. So it's a jungler and another role. So it could be jungle top. So it could be like it can't be Zahen. Zahen's too new. He's not human or magically altered. Mana. Freljord or Ionia. Ionia or Freljord. So I would guess Freljord then. Is it Olaf? No, he's just considered a top laner. It is mana melee Freljord. He is human iceborn. Top jungle. Or top, so he's top in jungle. Mana melee Freljord male. I should know this. No, it's not Sedge. Unfortunately, it just can't. It just unfortunately can't be Sejuani because she's female. And it's all they're also not human or iceborn. So it's like, is it like Volley? I think it's Volley. Yeah. Okay. All good. It was Volley because it was just not a just was somebody that wasn't human that was from Freljord that could go top jungle. Food. Oh, that's like a me quote. That's totally me. Um, yeah. I want it to be Yumi so bad. It's just not Yumi. Food. Like it doesn't sound super familiar. Oh, you know who makes noises like this? I think Kog'Maw, right? Fresh meat. Food. Okay, yeah, Kog'Maw. Yeah. Kog'Maw. Love Kog'Maw. Ability. Oh no, is this Briar? I feel like it's Briar. I just don't know what ability this is. Crimson Curse. Does anyone know what ability this is from what this is from Briar? Because I don't. It could just be her passive. It is. Okay, I got it right. That seems like a passive. Ooh. Okay, well that's Ionia, right? Yin and Yang, so Karma. Okay. Yeah. Splash art. Let's see. Ooh, what? Is that Trundle? This is Trundle, right? No, it's not. Wow. So this is a winter skin. That's... Who is that? Spikes. Wow. Oh, it's Alistar. Oh my gosh, I should know this. Is this just isn't this just default? Is this default Alistar? Or is it Unchained? I'm gonna say this is like... Is it Unchained? I think it is, right? I don't know, Dandy. I think it is, though. Okay, I was right. Oh, you were right. It was Unchained. Nice. We did our Laldol. We did it. I'm gonna actually make this... I might make this a little smaller, to be honest. I feel like it's too big on the screen. But they did side swap, so I have to change back the I'm sorry, I moved off the screen. I didn't mean to do this. I'll put the draft up, and I'm just gonna do it in studio mode. So Ionia is currently up 1-0. They had a very strong dominant first game. The early game definitely was a bit even, but they definitely took control in the mid game. Lux was a monster. Lord GVH was a monster on Lux mid. In game one. The comps, I think Crystal Scar's comp is super interesting. I think is definitely pretty strong. Caitlyn is Caitlyn feels a bit vulnerable though. Like unless they're gonna play counter engage, I would say that would be like that kind of be what they'd have to do, in my opinion. All right. Winter Wonder Ori, great skin. I mean, they're just loading. They just load us in, right away. Don't worry about it. Just gonna get objectives. So, Kennen mid has Ignite. Okay.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Oh, we had an alt tab bug. Okay.
Minions have spawned.
All good. We're just gonna check to see where people are starting. Zahen was trying to catch out the bot lane. Ontario Beetle's actually gonna catch out the Zahen's location. Mantra Q comes out. Kennen mid's a really interesting pick. I haven't really seen it. It must be... I feel like it's probably a bit of like a pocket pick, potentially. I mean, the clockwork from this Ori is just going to keep winding. Nami's getting some good heals off. Caitlyn Karma will bully this lane. Caitlyn Karma will be able to get a lot of damage in on this lane, but they already got the wave pushed in on wave 1. And so Vayne was actually able to catch the entire wave. Opposite side starts again for the junglers. Nocturne, a very quick clearer. very quick at clearing the jungle. I expect both junglers to be close, to be finished with their first clear pretty quick, and close to when the crabs spawn. But they will not see each other. With another opposite side start. As Nocturne, just gonna want to power farm, maybe even do level. Maybe even look for a 5-minute Drake. Wow, Kennen very low, and Orianna was able to keep herself healthy. Didn't go back or anything. Is running electrocute. I'm surprised. I guess I'm not that surprised at Orianna running electrocute, but I don't remember that being like a popular keystone on her. But I might be wrong. I was always playing Summon Airy Orianna, to be honest. But Caitlyn is doing her Caitlyn thing. But Nocturne's looking for an early gank. But they spotted him on the ward. So he's just gonna go to the crab. Caitlyn Karma. Oh no, he's gonna do a wraparound. He just juked them all out. But Caitlyn Karma are gonna exit towards the jungle. Nothing really going on here yet. They're just all leaving. But Zahen's gonna maybe be able to contest this crab now. As my stomach gurgles. But Mordekaiser has the push, but Nasus has better farm. And this is how Nasus wants this game to kind of look for him. He doesn't mind. He doesn't necessarily mind being kind of down, kind of being like at his tower. Synopsis is looking for a gank on Zahen here. Just gonna go straight for the Vayne. Great bubble by the Nami to keep Vayne from getting CC'd up. Orianna doing a ton of damage to Kennen. Kennen returning it though with an electrocute proc of his own. Zahen looking for another gank. Meanwhile, the Nocturne's already like going for another clear and is probably gonna be first to 6 between the two junglers at this point. I'm not sure that Synopsis should have looked for the regank. I think the first gank was obviously okay. And it was a really good Nami bubble that prevented it from resulting in first blood. Oh, wow. Great dodge out by the Vayne. Vayne's going to be forced to flash here, though. Yep. Got heal. Flash barrier. And Nami did not flash there, though. Heal and exhaust used. Or no, not exhaust. It was Caitlyn flash. So hopefully they don't play it. So I think they might be playing under the assumption that Caitlyn has flash, which is also a good thing to do. Ooh, Orianna ultimate now. Oh, but Kennen's first to trigger the ultimate, and so there's first blood going to Kennen. Yeah, ignite and flash instantly used. Really well done by two teams 10 pickies. That's a really funny name. Yeah, Pigbert doing some work. Really, really good snap ult usage because Orianna was not in position to ult there. Would have needed another Q, which he just used. But that allows, but with the Kennen backing, the spawn timer actually works out better. Ooh, Nasus getting ganked here. Gonna use his ultimate. Actually gonna go for his... Ooh, he is really playing with death here. He's gonna flash. Synopsis flashes after him. Oh, he got baited by the Nasus who just barely lived. He went a little too deep. Great Nami bubbles. Nami bubbles are really doing great, or really doing work there. Oh, but he got too greedy and the Mordekais are getting the kill there. He got a little too greedy. Oop. That's a Mantra W. Nocturne ultimate comes out. It's going to scare him off. Nocturne ultimate went mid lane, though. Orianna does get the kill with the ultimate. Cephalin will walk out. Going to take a hefty chunk of health for that. Wow, great double trouble. Double bubble from the Nami. But Caitlyn's very far ahead, but it's not... Honestly, this is expected, and Vayne will probably recover the farm difference later in the game. Just side laning and being... and he really just needs to get out of the laning phase and get an item or two and be able to just side lane against somebody. Vayne's a very difficult side laner to beat. Which means that Orianna will probably be playing in the mid lane for most of the game here. With Nasus and Vayne side laning. If I had to guess. No, I have everything. I have everything good. I'm gonna go one little bit more zoom out, but I think that's fine still. Oop. Good ultimate from the Kennen. This should result in a kill. Orianna has flash though. Gonna flash there. Kennen canceled the... Kennen with a couple auto cancels there. Although maybe... I would guess that was auto cancels, not an animation. Oh, Orianna's still here. Does have ultimate. Nice Oriole. Oh my gosh. Kennen goes down though. The fadeaway turret shot as Kennen dealt damage. He was probably trying to get out of tower range. Love a little bit of sportsmanship with the... repaying the... a little bit of repaying for Kennen getting the solo kill and then channeling a back right on top of it. Top of the Ori. But then obviously just went for the clear. Orianna just actually needed the back there. But... and being under tower is safest with Zaun. So Zahen's going to get Crab. Nocturne is going to be looking topside here with the Nasus. Oh, Poe was missed. Nope. So we're just going to... Nocturne's just going to be looking maybe for Orianna, but Orianna doesn't have ultimate, so... Cephalin's just kind of waiting for his camps to respawn here. Doesn't really have anything to do. Zahen, meanwhile, will start clear from his Krugs. Wither Use gonna bop. Sheen with Nasus having Sheen now, he is bopping. Does take a tower shot, but shouldn't really be that bad because Nasus will be able to heal that back up pretty quickly. Oh, another one's another good bubble. Nami's taking a lot of damage here. Caitlyn is just pumping the damage into the Vayne and the Nami. Ooh, Piltover Peacemaker misses. Nami bubble also just barely misses. Caitlyn ultimate comes through, but should just barely eaten. Nocturne's in the waiting, goes in on the Caitlyn. Nice flash by Caitlyn, but it should not matter. Caitlyn should stun, or Vayne gets the stun on Caitlyn. Vayne gets the kill onto Caitlyn. Nami ultimate used just in case. Ooh, Kennen instantly turning his back, but I think the... Oh, it's not quite a trade. Synopsy's going to get onto the Nocturne, but a great use. But a great use of the spell shield by Nocturne to not have to get CC'd by the Zahen, but this should result in Crystal Scar getting the second Drake of the game. This game is much, much closer than the previous game. Looking forward to see how this develops. Ooh, Sevelin's here up top lane, but he's not going to get any look. We have a little bit before anything else happens. We have blue buffs. We have some blue buffs spawning for both sides. Probably just going to be a clear from both junglers here. Lulu taking a lot of karma poke. Zaun looking for a dive in bot lane. Nope, just going to take camps. I feel like they should know that he's there. I guess they don't care so much about it. They can just point that, they can just make that observation, hopefully. It's like, so Kennen has been doing a great job in mid lane. Oh, Ignite use from the Mordekaiser. I think that Nasus just wins this 1v1 though. And he does. 1v1, a solo bolo from the Nasus in top lane. That's not a +6. He didn't get the kill with the stack. Wow. Karma caught out there. Ooh. Orianna with the kill. Vayne with another kill in the bot lane. Vayne doing a great job staying alive and now taking a gold lead very likely. Yeah, they're actually dead even in gold now. Ooh, Synopsis here. Zaun was looking mid lane and the Ori almost got caught. Almost got caught in the shop. But he didn't, and that's what so that's for him that is what matters. Crystal Scar is just had a couple of things go wrong. The bot lane engage where they were able to get turned back around on. The mid lane has had so much constant action. Both players looking to use their ultimates to get kills a lot, and so it's very eventful. A top lane has been pretty much a farm war, but Nasus is doing a great job taking advantage of his strength. He now with having his completed Triforce, he's doing a lot of damage with his Q. So withering the Mordekaiser are really going to help a lot. And looks like Caitlyn and Karma should take the tower here. Ooh, wow! That Orianna ult was huge. And it's gonna end up. That's gonna end up backfiring a great counter gank from the Nocturne. Vayne going quite deep here. I feel like Karma. No chance to lock up. Nami's bubbles have been so amazing this game. Honestly. Vayne with another double. Ontario Beetle 4-0 on this Vayne to start. Nasus used ultimate. Mordekaiser is forced to flee between his two towers. Gonna just teleport back to lane. Nasus will walk away. Orianna will be able to get the tower here, which will open up the mid lane quite a lot. Alright. As we see the items trickling in, we see most, if not all, yep, I would say every single player has their completed quest. I think Nami's a bit caught here, though. Zaun lands the airborne. This should be a kill. Great heal, but Zaun will get the kill. Vayne is out of mana here, so this could be a really big turnaround. It is. And it's going to go to the Zaun. Zaun gets the shutdown onto Vayne. Really big gold swing, but it will result in... In theory, it should result in just Rift Herald going over here, even on Vision. Karma and Kennen here, but I don't think they can really do anything. But there is no check by the Orianna. And we do get a bit of an early smite from the Nocturne, though. It looked like, potentially. But it does go over. The Nasus is able to secure it. Ooh, Synopsis is the Zaun sitting waiting over the wall, but not gonna be able to find the Orianna alone here. But does ult over the wall onto the Nami, who just Gets a nice tidal wave. Ooh, did not quite pull the trigger on that shockwave, but it definitely would not have been the best shockwave. I don't know if I would have... Wow, great use of the Oriana Nocturne. Kenan's going to get a big ultimate here, though, potentially. Oh, just going to get stunned up on Terry Beetle. Out of the way, though. Going to have to play around this stuff. Going to get the kill here onto the Kenan. Going to probably get the kill here onto Karma, potentially him or Nocturne. Vayne with the double kill. Ontario Beetle is running away in this game on the Vayne. 6 kills. Going to be very far through to his second item here. About only 20 CS down is not terrible, considering the lane. So the mid game has once again kind of ballooned the lead here for Ionia. But Crystal Scar has a lot of potentially good stuff here. I mean, Mordekaiser can just kind of remove the Oriana in a fight. Like, if he can see the Oriana, he can just ult her, and that way you don't have the shockwave. And then the Nocturne's going in by himself. Potentially. Nasus, yeah, they're going to have to do something like this to deal with the Nasus. Nasus is going to have 3 people up here trying to kill him. Going to get pulled in. Probably going to be forced to, probably going to go down here. Going to go down to the Mordekaiser. So that's a 120 shutdown going over to Chase. Really well done. And unfortunately, there isn't much on the map for them to deal with. Wow. Oriana Nocturne. Great. I didn't even see the Oriana there. I just saw the Nocturne. So, but their cooldowns are pretty much the same. So they can keep doing that they can keep doing that combo pretty much on repeat if they want. Whenever the Nocturne ultimate is up, because Oriana's ultimate will come up quicker. Oriana with the Cosmic. Oriana on 2 items already. Zaun also sitting on 2 items, so he's very strong right now. Karma getting the kill, catching out the Nami, slicing Maelstrom and Ignite used. Not sure if the Ignite was the most necessary. Obviously you want to make sure you get your kills, but for the Nami support, it definitely, like, may not have required the Ignite. Ignite could have been maybe better used in some other fight, potentially. But there isn't many objectives going on here. So, honestly, I'll take a quick gold check. And the biggest gold lead is the Oriana. Really, a lot of the lead is Oriana and Vayne leads. But Vayne isn't, like... But realistically, it's just mostly on the Oriana. Like, that bot lane gold lead is actually not as big as I thought. Because Caitlyn has ballooned her farm. And it now has second item. Vayne also having second item. That looks like an experimental plate, right? That's a Hex experimental. His experimental Hex plate and Bork on the Vayne. I have not seen that used really much, but there's 2 of them in the game from the Nocturne, which I know Nocturne builds it. Rift Herald's up now. Or, sorry, Baron's up. My apologies. So that's another objective to potentially look for. We're just gonna see wards being cleared out. Gonna deny the vision. I think definitely should just be playing from mid lane here. Oh, Kenan. Oh, Kenan's gonna flash the Nocturne Oriana combo. Well played indeed. Oriana doesn't have anything. Ooh. Oh, just out of the Zaun. Zaun's going in pretty deep here. Oriana, Caitlyn ultimate also used. Kenan ultimate also used. This should just allow the Vayne to run a bit wild here. Ooh. Okay, Karma. Gonna focus Karma. Flashing on to the Zaun. Zaun goes down. Triple kill for the Oriana, actually. Nasus gets killed there, so I thought that Vayne was getting those kills, and that was actually all Oriana getting the kills in the end, getting those last hits. Nasus is just going to Q down this tower, but had tower aggro, so couldn't quite stay on it there. Gonna have to wait for the next wave. Mid tier 2 goes down to Orianna. They are starting Baron as well. So let's see from here what they can do with it. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go top lane and try and push down and do like a 4-1, where you have someone either you have Nasus top lane and 4 mid, or you have Nasus top 4 mid, or you have 4 top and Nasus mid, something like that, where Nasus can apply tower, where Nasus is decent wave clear. But you want Orianna with a Nocturne, obviously. Drake is up in 14 seconds, so this will be second Ocean Drake if it goes to Ionia. But if Crystal Scar gets it, they'll even score up, and it will take which will pretty much eliminate the Elder, in my opinion. Kennen just gonna get Orianna Nocturned, but not gonna go down quite yet. Nocturne did flash there, so Kennen goes down, which should in theory be a free Baron. No Slicing Maelstrom there to be used in this next fight. So really well done. Ionia just going to be able to methodically work their way here. Just going to be keeping it safe from the other team. They're not really worried about anything. Crystal Scar is not contesting at all. Mordekai's just running back top lane. Caitlyn's going to be taking a reset for a Noon Quiver. Meanwhile, Vayne might actually have... No, Vayne's just come out of base. Not going to have much gold. Just 500 gold there. Orianna. Ooh, Orianna and Vayne both here. Synopsy's also here. But Vayne should just be able to take out this. We have a CC immune, but that doesn't necessarily matter. Ontario Beetle able to solo out. Oop. So Orianna and Nocturne are in the Death Realm here. The other team cannot see them. Orianna should get the kill here. Orianna does win the battle in the Death Realm. But Nocturne and Nami also will get it. Meanwhile, Nasus is just hitting the tower. Just gonna bop. Almost gonna bop the Kennen, but not quite. Gonna get Mantra W, but Orianna's here. Orianna's here to make sure that the Nasus gets out. But also, yeah, they're not gonna stay. They're not gonna stay and keep the cannon minion Baroned up. Top lane tier 2 falls. We're also looking here in the mid lane. Nasus is gonna take inhibitor. No one can really contest this Nasus, honestly. When it comes to taking, well, you can't solo him. You'd have to send most of the team to force Nasus back, which is what they're. But Nasus is actually going to rotate over and play with the rest of the team here. Very smart, in my opinion. They're very methodically taking this base. Double inhibitor down 25 minutes in. But their Baron buffs have worn off, so they might not want to. They might want to wait for more of a fight to break out for them to do anything. Orianna's just feeding the ball. They're just trying to be. Oh, Synopsis. Oh, the Zaun was looking, but I don't think that was a great look, unfortunately. But I think at some point Crystal Scar has to do something. Chase almost got a big pull, but in the end, even pulling 3 there might have just resulted in a fight they don't want. Oh, we're just gonna stop Nami's back, but that's no big issue. Nothing really on the map to play for necessarily. Just letting the waves kind of come out and push. Crystal Scar is playing very far out of their base. In my opinion, there's a hen taking the blue buff. I don't think the blue team knows where he is, so he's going to be able to get it. But now they did actually spot where he is. Vayne looked like he maybe wanted to try and get some autos down onto the Zaun over the wall. But this series so far has been very much Ionia favored. Crystal Scar. I think Caitlyn's lane phase was really. I think Caitlyn was really strong in lane phase. It definitely was like playing well, and just a couple Nami bubbles, not allowing for more chunk, definitely saving Vayne and herself. Really with the Orion, with Orion, because Oriana and Kennen were trading kills early on, but eventually the Nocturne Oriana combo, able to catch out a couple players and allow for them to take free objectives and kind of snowball from there. This is gonna have to be a big turtle from Crystal Scar to gain gold back. The gold lead is quite extensive. Drake is up in 45 seconds, but Baron and Drake are up at the same time, so there is potential for Crystal Scar to say we can get. So what I think Crystal Scar can do is potentially try to trade Soul for Baron. Is what I'm wondering if they want to do. But I guess they would risk their base potentially getting pushed in, as Nasus wouldn't really have to be at Drake. Drake is up at 10 seconds. They don't really need everybody here. But they should definitely take it on spawn. Nash spawning too, though. Like, I wonder... No real red team movement, though. Hi. Game's not over for me, by the way. So, no... Alright. Well, the good news is that you guys don't know that you guys don't actually know who came in, because I don't have my desktop audio on. I only have game audio. So good news is nothing is actually spoiled. But it's a bit awkward, technically. Oh, Nocturne going in, gonna comboed onto the Mordekaiser. I don't think it matters, though. This team is so bad. Ontario Beetle can just run this entire team down, honestly. Vayne is doing Vayne things good. Flash, Caitlyn will not get away. Lulu, or Nami E will not allow it. I think from here we just go with the Nasus, who's taking out the turrets. We're focused on the people zoning. Good ultimate from the Hen doesn't go through. Kill goes to the Nasus. Karma's gonna follow. Kill goes to Oriana. Ace comes out. Ace for nothing. And Ionia will take the game and will take the series 2-0. Alright. I love this ending. This is such a cool victory screen, by the way. That's really sick. Alright, Nat. Alright.
That's mine.
It's a little bit stupid.
I like the victory screen. 1 second. I'm gonna put a fat filter limiter on this.
Lord is kind of like just shit talking you in our chat. You guys got some beef going on. Like,
It's all good.
Not gonna lie.
MVP form in the chat. Also, just so you know, I didn't actually have my desktop audio on, so they didn't actually know who joined. So that worked out.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Nice.
Cool. But
Damn. Who do
yeah,
I give it to? Who do I give MVP to?
I gave it to a Lord.
Yeah, I'm
Lord
going to as
VGH
well.
For the
I don't know. I mean,
start.
it's so tough when it's something like that. When it's like a matchup where a lot of players do really well. Because I thought that Lord definitely played really well, but I also like respect Ontario Beetle for just, and also your support. The Nami in that lane was insane, by the way. So many bubbles.
I mean,
Just-
I feel like all of our players are just on point. Like, I feel like I didn't die a single time in both games.
Mhm.
Like, I was deathless, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You see that play at the end? I went in on Mordekaiser
Yeah.
by mistake. I thought it was a Hen, so I went in on him, and then
Yeah.
I realized, oh wait, it's Mord. And then I saw he ulted me, and I reacted with the W and canceled it, bro.
Oh, that's so. I
Bro,
wondered. The thing is it's hard to tell, like, it's hard to
Oh
tell
yeah,
from my perspective when like what exactly happened. I thought he ulted you, but then all of
the
a sudden
ult
he
on
but then,
reaction is
like I
crazy.
thought he ulted you, but then like I couldn't exactly tell because like
Yeah,
all of a sudden you were just not running. All of a sudden like you were just like running, and then other people killed him. I was just kind of confused. So okay, that's what happened. That was a good spell
yeah.
shield then.
I mean, I feel like it was more of an anticipation thing. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
don't actually think that like a human can like react like
No.
if the Mord ults randomly, it's
Mm-hmm.
like really. I
Yeah.
realized that he was probably gonna ult me right after I went in, so I
Oh
clicked
yeah,
W. Yeah.
like yeah. For I mean, a lot of times when I play Nocturne, I just go in and ult. Like I'll just have my W up after my
Yeah,
ult because I just don't want
that
to
was a
get.
mistake. Almost through.
You just don't want to get insta CC'd. I don't know if it would have been a throw regardless. I don't know if your
I mean,
team
I
was. I don't know
really
if your
wanted
team
to
was in
go in.
I don't know if your team was in a position where that could have been a throw, even if you
Yeah,
got
Yeah.
caught out, just because the team was very far ahead at that point.
I
Like,
really wanted to go in because I had
It
Guardian
was
yeah.
Angel. So I was just like, even if I like, because I saw like the ADC and support for like a second.
Hmm.
And so I was like, okay, I want to go in on this and like with the Ori Nocturne combo. And then
Hmm.
they disappeared out of vision. And then I saw Mord, who I thought was a hen, and I was like, oh, I'll go in on this instead,
Hmm.
I
Yeah, yeah,
guess.
yeah,
And then it was
yeah.
Mord. And then I was like, oh shoot, I have to W or else it's gonna ult me. And then it
Hmm.
worked out.
Yeah, that makes
That was
sense.
crazy.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Quick thought process. Yeah. Um, I I won't lie. I wasn't so sure about how the comp rounded out with the vein. Like it worked out in the end, but I felt like it like
Yeah, so the thing was, all right, so Ontario was like, oh, it was like kind of disrespecting and just saying like, oh, like, we can probably just outplay them, right? Even
hmm.
though it usually is a bad matchup, like
Yeah,
Vayne into like Poke.
yeah.
But the reason I was fine with it, like, and I didn't say this during the draft, but I'll say it now. The reason I was fine with it because I know that the enemy team is just when they have a comp like that, they're gonna push up with Karma Caitlyn, and then I'm just gonna be able to get free ult ganks on them,
True, true, true.
and just run them down.
Yeah.
And like I was like, okay, I'm actually fine with them getting pushed because now I can just like free kill
Hmm.
them. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I didn't think that their jungler was going to, like Zahen doesn't seem like the kind of jungler to like counter gank like really effectively. So
Yeah,
that's why
for
I was
sure.
okay with it. Our all in was
No,
really good.
I thought yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it. I just wasn't. I was just like, oh, okay, it's a Vayne pick. Like I kind of thought it was part way an ego, kind of a bit of an ego pick a little bit. Like the Twitch worked
It
out
was
very well,
ego.
but like also like at the same time, it makes sense with the fact that your comp wants to go forward. You have the Nasus,
Yeah.
you have the Nocturne Oriana combo. Like I don't know, like there is probably only one other pick that there's like one other pick that like probably made sense, but it also still has the same problem, which would be Sivir, because like Sivir can just
Yeah.
send everyone forward,
We
but like at the same
It was
time,
really weird.
but like
Yeah. It
at the same
was
time, I mean, it ended up working out like for sure. Like
yeah, I'm not
I
gonna
think
lie.
your Nami like was so insane in that lane. Like a lot of times
That's true, yeah.
where there was really good bubbles being landed to stop the like what would have been like poke that would have forced them to back. Like and it
Mhm.
just didn't happen because of the Nami bubble. Like
Yeah, huge shout out to No More Feeding. Like I know
yeah,
that we're saying like, oh look, our ADC and mid are like really good, but
nah,
he's also like
like
insane. He's goaded, bro. Like every one of my
The
team's goaded.
Lulu was like
Yep,
the
yep.
Lulu having the awareness to hold ultimate to make sure that Twitch wasn't going to get blown up by the Malzahar in the first game
Yeah.
was very good. Like I thought like a lot of good Nami bubbles, like some good ultimates, like and the ease. I mean, just even just obviously just having Nami as an attack as an auto attack steroid was very strong.
Yeah.
I mean, well played to all of you, honestly. Like
Yeah.
I
Another
think
thing that I was a little
yeah.
bit surprised about was we picked Ori knock or
Mm-hmm.
we picked Ori.
I
We've had Ori in knock game every single round so far.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We picked Ori and then they picked like Caitlyn and Karma, which I guess is a good bot lane, but like if you pick Caitlyn Karma, like that's the freest Nocturne angle at that point
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
already. Like
Yeah,
that
I thought
that
that they
was a
might I
really
thought that there
easy
might have
draft.
been an angle where they just decided on maybe
Yeah.
we just have to take it. Like and we can work around. We can like make some makeshift workaround with a Nocturne, because once the
Yeah.
Ori's picked, like, and especially with Nocturne not getting banned, like,
Mhm.
I thought for sure that you guys were gonna look for it. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and then like
yeah,
one other thing I would like to say, because I see
yeah,
two
for sure.
two teams 10 piggies in chat. By the way, flashing the Ori knock combo is super fucking hard timing to get. So the fact that you were able to do it that one time was like so surprising to me. It was like insane that you were able to get that. I was honestly shocked. I was like, "Oh my god, he actually timed the flash perfectly."
Yeah, I was really
Like
impressed
even
by
pro
that.
players missed that. Yeah. I mean, of
Yeah,
course, the next time we both had our ults up, we knew that you didn't have flash, so we just did it again. But like that was well that was respect, bro. That was
yeah, that was really
huge
good. Yeah, for
respect.
sure.
Yeah, it was insane.
Hmm. I thought the Malzahar play was like as good as it really could have been. I thought that like
Yeah, Melzar was good.
I think that
I
like a lot of I think that there was a little bit of shakiness towards the end of that game, but it felt like it
yeah
it didn't feel really ever completely in doubt, but like I mean,
mhm.
when I saw Jinx get a kill on on Twitch while you guys were in their base, I was like, oh, okay, like this maybe something's happening. Like if the Jinx got a couple more resets, that could have been a bit scary, but at the same time, it ended up working out for you guys.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
honestly, I think both games were kind of draft gap as well. I think our drafts were like really, really well thought out
yeah.
against theirs. Like,
It's also super tough when one team has a ban loss for an emergency sub.
Yeah,
yeah, that's
that's
So
true.
tough.
I feel kind
I
of bad about
I
that.
feel like it
Yeah,
should only be
definitely.
game one. I feel like the whole series is
That
kind of
was
like
yeah.
too harsh,
it's I mean like
especially since like
it's kind
they
of
already have a disadvantage, right? Like the
mhm,
emergency sub is probably like not
Yeah.
ideal, like
sure.
as their
Mhm.
regular sub.
Sure,
That's true.
that's something that could be brought up for for later stuff. It just kind of depends, like I would imagine, but regardless, thank you guys for the games.
Yeah,
Obviously,
Yeah, of
I
course.
had a blast casting them, and
yeah.
I will
All right.
I have to watch back the VODs of that
sure.
one play I tried going for when basically like they
Yeah.
tried diving me under tower. I killed one of them,
Yeah, I saw.
and I tried
Yeah,
to squeeze the Mordekaiser kill also, but then
yeah.
I ran out of mana.
It didn't show you. It didn't show until you died to Mord after you got the kill
Ah,
under. So you got the kill under tower, and then it panned
yeah.
off.
Basically, like my logic was I can probably like kill Mord here because he has no W, and I was gonna E
Yeah.
auto Q him, and
Hmm.
that probably would have been enough. And then I ran out of mana for the Q.
Oh yeah, all good, all good. But yeah, um, that's gonna do it for the broadcast, everybody. We do have one more game this week. I will announce it. It is Targon versus Vandal City, and that is on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So look forward to
Oh,
that. Um,
is that your
I
game?
no, my game was already played.
Okay,
No,
because you're.
this is Arcane. This is
I
top.
see. I
This is
see.
top bracket. Yeah.
The Targon Forever is throwing me off.
Oh, that's yeah. That's because I won. That's because I won Booze Bash with a Targon team in Booze Bash 12, and that team was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably change that off my name eventually, but because it probably will throw people off. But yeah, um, we have one match left, so that'll be in a couple of days from now. I'm gonna end the stream here, and yeah, have a great night, everybody. Thank you for watching and hanging out.
All right. See ya.